Hello, welcome back to another video. Yeah, this is a deep dive into valuable and rare PlayStation 1 games. And yeah, I did a PlayStation 2 one. I feel it's fair to do a PlayStation 1. These are some of the rarest ones and some of the most expensive ones, but I do go over like a few more popular ones that people find. And yeah, you're less likely to find PlayStation 1 games in charity shops. Some people do, but other people usually find them at carboots, people wanting to get rid of stuff. So first I'm going to show you some of mine. Just go get them. Okay, my gaming section is kind of like a bit of a mess. Like literally, I just threw everything on here. Look, it's like everywhere. So I'm going to try and find some rare games for you. So I used to have like ones like Grandia, and I had ones like Klonoa and Darkstalkers and Gem Fighter. Oh yeah, the puzzle one, the puzzle fighter. Anyway, I ended up selling them on eBay because they released like HD collections and stuff like that. This one's got Grandia 1 and 2. Now, Grandia 1, that was on PlayStation 1, that was on 2 was on PlayStation 2. The Capcom Fighting Collection, it's a really good collection. It's got Street Fighter 2, Darkstalkers, Night Warriors, Vampire Hunter 2, Vampire Savior, Gem Fighter, that was it. Cyberbot, Puzzle Fighter 2, that was the one I had. Red Earth, it's got a whole collection, and it's just like classic fighting from like Capcom. And there's 10 games in there, and I think I got it for like £40. And yeah, so I sold my Darkstalkers one for like 45. I sold my Puzzle Fighter, I think that was like £30, something like that. Anyway, I sold them on because I'm not precious about keeping them. I'm not a completionist, but if I can like reduce space, I'm all for it. I've got some of my games, and I thought it would be good to just look over some of them. I mean, I don't even know which ones are my rarest ones anymore. Because I'm not really like a big collector, but I do have them, and I do like they've got dusts on them. That's how well I've looked at them. This is Wild Arms. Now they've released like a few of these, but this is like the first one I played. This has got the booklet. It's got the manual. The power of the manual, you'll come to find, is incredible. So this is what you would call, I think it's a complete one, boxed with manual. They've got a £45 one. That they sell. The trading for cash is £26, a trading for voucher is £31. But if it's a mint condition, could be classed as mint, they sell it for £85 and they trade in it for £49, and the cash voucher is £59. It is kind of crispy fresh. It is pretty crispy. I love the smell. It's really weird. I love the smell of like plasticky booklets. This one's the black disc as well, in very good condition. So could this be classed as mint? If you try and trade it in at CX, they'll class it as boxed, but then they'll sell it as mint. Bastards. Oh guys, it's like Square's version to Tekken. Oh, and Chocobo Racing. I used to have Chocobo Racing, but like I gave it to a friend, or I lent it to a friend, and I never got it back. Yes, it's got the manual and the black disc. And it is very boxy. It's not the best fighting game. I always used to call it Energize, but it's Ergeis, or whatever it's called. It's Ergeis. Boxed with manual, £62 they sell it for. Trading voucher £43 and cash £35. Mint condition, they sell it for £85. Trading £49, voucher £59. So if I were to get rid of that, these are kind of like similar prices, but they're complete. There's no breakages in the box. They've got manual, both in good condition. This is As Your Dreams. Now on eBay, this goes for between 101 and 150, and it's got the manual and the disc. And I got this, I think it was for £25, and that was when I was rebuying stuff, so everything had gone up. It's pre-pandemic, but yeah, I'm really impressed with that. And I played it, it's not that bad, it's pretty good. It's kind of like a dungeony kind of RPG. With manual, they sell it for £95. Trading value is £55, cash, £66 voucher. Mint condition, £110, so it's not that much difference. Trading voucher, £82, trading cash, £71. So if they class those as mint, I could be on for a killing here. Hard Edge, let's look at Hard Edge. Okay, so mint, it's £70 they sell it for. Trading value, cash 40, trading value, voucher 49. With manual, they sell it for literally half price. So from mint to box, they sell it at half price, or without a manual, it's £20. See, I don't really care. But if I was just wanting to play it, this one's Dino Crisis, it doesn't have an inlay, it doesn't have a manual, I don't care, because I just wanted to play the game. So that's why I've got that. I wanted to show you that. Like, I'm not kind of like a fanatic when it comes to like condition. I won't call this mint condition because if you can see, it's kind of like got some water damage. You're talking about 25, 26 years. 25 years old. I mean, it's a quarter of a century old. Oh, I'm so old. Dragon Valor and the Grand Stream Saga. These are RPGs. I love RPGs. This one doesn't have a manual. It does have an inlay. Like, I've got the game, I'm sure I have. I've got Shadow Madness as well. Shadow Madness, this is a really good game. I'd recommend it. This does have the manual. And it's a 2-disc game. Remember them? It's actually quite common. So yeah, that's actually quite common. But it's a really good game. I'd recommend it. It's kind of like parry RPG. Yeah, £35 mint, trading £16 cash, 23 voucher, but without the manual, £8 bargain for a good day. You can literally play that all the time. Watch this, watch. It's crazy. That's been on the top of my shelf for ages. Rival Schools, and you've got 2 discs there. And yeah, the manual, so that's good. Boxed, they're selling it for 75 with the manual. And it's 43 cash, 52 voucher. Now, mint condition, £90, cash 52, trading value 63, so it's only like a tenner between them. So these are probably like my top 5 rarest / valuable games, which isn't saying much because I don't really have a lot, but as soon as they come out on like physical copy on like Switch or any other console, like a modern update, then I'm there. That's why I sold my Suikoden for like £120, because I know it's coming out on Switch on like a collected HD upgrade, so it's time to have a look at some really rare and expensive games. Okay, this is the CEX website, and as you can see, Castlevania is right up there. But it's not the most expensive game, Cindy's Fashion World, and that's without manual, £650. But like with manual, it goes up to like £1,300. It's insane. Yeah, Castlevania there without manual, still £260. And the final one is like a horror game Clock Tower for 210. There's Trombone and the Mega Man X4. Hercules, that was one we saw. Let's have a look. Mega Man, Hell Knight, 140. Remember, this is all like just box. There's your first Tombi, 135, and Suikoden, 130. I mean, pretty interestingly, you could probably get Suikoden without the manual for probably a little bit less on eBay. Chocobo Racing is 115. I think with the manual, it's like £200. That's how insane the things with the manual, can get. And if it's complete, people want to be completionists, and it's like, why? You're spending like an extra £100 just on a manual. It's insane. Ghost in the Shell, £88. I think there was one that was like £85. I'm just looking for it now. Let's have a look. Yeah, so Ghost in the Shell, like mint condition, and you do have like the people that want mint condition. I mean, you just saw there like a manual was £40 on its own, kind of insane. £105 for the box complete. So yeah, for an extra 20 quid, I can understand people wanting to, complete it and have it like there, because they're selling like the manual for £40. So yeah, a bit insane when it comes to completionists and their manual craze. Okay, so Silent Hill, that's probably one of the most common ones you're going to see, but I want to point out Cooler World. It is really popping off, and someone in the reselling community found one, and I was so jealous. I was like, oh my god, I really wanted that. Just for me, because I wanted to play it, because I've never played it before. But look at this. I mean, with the manual, you're looking at 250. Well, you're looking at probably a more reasonable is about 150 to 220. That's like what's it? But look, you've got the inlays and the like instructions and manual. It's like £40 on its own, even without the disc. I mean, it's kind of insane. You could buy that and buy a disc only, and then kind of sell it on for 120. Yeah, kind of mad. You could double your money on that. So I don't know. It just seems a bit kind of crazy what people pay these days. Okay, and this is eBay, and as you can see, Symphony of the Night, Castlevania is king, and it has been that way for, I mean, we're talking like 10 years now. I remember when it was like £120, £130, and everyone was like, oh, God, it's so expensive. And now it's like £700 you can get it for, or like on the lower end, I think you probably sell it for about 400. I mean, look, there's Trombone for like 350. That is crazy. Yeah, I would be more than happy to get one without a manual. But these are all complete. These are the hardcore gamers. Look, there's JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Suikoden, £270. But that's really is complete. Gex for £260. And Herc's Adventure, and I bet Hercules is coming up, the really cheap version. I think Herc's Adventure is the decent one, and Hercules is like the really bad one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, £250 for like a really crap game. It's crazy. And Chocobo Racing, like 250, but it's got a line for it. I wonder if they had an offer of 200. There's Cooler World again. Robin Hood the Siege is one you don't see very often. Yeah, these you'll see the odd promo disc pop up. They're really interesting. I think they're like the next buzz around PlayStation 1 games, and I think really just if you see one, pick it up and then just store it, because you never know, because I think they're the ones to kind of look out for the future. Yeah, look, Klonoa, paying £200 for Klonoa. No, unless I was trying to get a full collection. That is obviously a collector getting that, because basically I would have paid £30 for both the two games. Suikoden, £180. I saw mine for like 120, and that was without the manual, so to each their own. Yeah, Kingsfield, that's a good one as well. I've seen that out. And about Silent Hill. Silent Hill is probably the one you're going to find the most of if you're lucky. Oh, look, Star Ocean. Yeah, Star Ocean is getting good. That's just had a remake as well, but it's a weird kind of remake. I'm not sure I like it. Legendary Dragoon, that's another one I had that I traded in because I'm an idiot. Santa Claus Saves You. Oh, I really want to play that now. There's As Your Dreams. Yeah, 110 mint, and yeah, it still goes on eBay for 162. I think that's the only one that I've seen at that price, but I think others go for about 110, 120. But yeah, God, it's kind of like exhausting looking through all these, knowing that I had so many, and yeah, it's crazy. Thank you for listening to me ramble on. But which console do you want me to do next? I'm sure you've got opinions. What's your rarest game? What's your most favourite PlayStation 1 game? It's my kind of era, that. Yeah, sound off below. But thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!